Everyone talks about financial freedom like it's the holy grail. Like, make enough money and suddenly everything's perfect. But I'm here to tell you, it's not that simple. I run a very successful business that makes real money. I've hit numbers that most people dream of in their 20s. If you haven't been watching some of my videos, we're talking over $1 million every single year. And yeah, having that much cash in the bank is incredible. You don't have to worry about bills. I could travel wherever I want. I could buy nice stuff. I could live a lifestyle that most people only see on Instagram. But here's the kicker: financial freedom doesn't automatically make you happy, it doesn't automatically make life easier, it doesn't automatically give you clarity or purpose. I remember hitting a milestone, a big month in sales. It was a couple $100,000 in a month. And I'm thinking, finally, I'm free. And then I realized that I was just swapping one kind of stress for another. Instead of stressing over money, I started stressing over whether I was doing enough, whether I was building enough, leveling up fast enough. The trap of chasing freedom is thinking that money is entirely freedom. But freedom doesn't come when you control your life, your attention, your time, or your energy. Money is just one tool to help you with freedom. It's not the end all, mean all solution. Okay. Here's what I've learned: money is amazing when it gives you options, not when it drives your identity. Financial freedom is more about mindset than it is numbers. And you could get rich in dollars but poor in life, or you could do getting rich in life even if your bank account's small. The real lesson here is not to chase money blindly, but rather chase the life that you actually want. For me, that means building a business that gives me flexibility, spending my time on experiences I care about, learning things that challenge me, and having the freedom to fail without it breaking me. That is the real reward, not just having millions and millions of dollars, okay? The truth is that even with money, you're still going to feel pressure. You still feel this urge to level up and just continue growing. But if you can enjoy the journey and appreciate what you have and use your money as a tool instead of a trophy, that's when financial freedom actually feels like freedom. There's a huge disconnect. I see a lot of people who are trying to get to the level I'm at, where they don't understand is they think that they're going to have a net worth, like they'll hit $1 million net worth and suddenly their life changes. Like, your life's not going to change, okay? It's just like your birthday. They'll ask like, hey, what's it like turning 23? I had my birthday 3 weeks ago. Well, it didn't change when I was 22 the day before. It's just a number. Saying I want to have $1 million net worth, it's just a number. There was no magic feeling I had when I became a self-made millionaire at the age of 20. Okay, guys, I'm keeping it very, very real with you guys. A lot of people, they want to hit this number, they want to hit this milestone, and it's great. Definitely feel proud, but don't think that your life is just, magically going to be any different. Okay. The idea is, if you're chasing money thinking that it's everything, you need to stop for a second. And you want to ask yourself, do I want the money or do I want control? Now, do I want to just have a bank account with a crap load of money, or do I want a life that I could actually enjoy? Are you building freedom, or are you just building that number? Are you just building that net worth goal? Because the moment that you answer that question very honestly with yourself, everything is going to change. Because I'm not here to say that money's not great. It's definitely great. Financial freedom's great. But the real game is having the life that you actually want, not the life that everyone tells you to chase. And I hope that you guys could make that distinction, because I see so many people making similar videos, talking about hitting these net worth goals and achieving financial freedom, but they don't actually know what it means. I'm speaking from a guy with experience, a person who I don't need to work. Okay. I'm at the point in my life where I actually don't need to work. I make these YouTube videos for fun. My business runs with or without my presence. For the longest time, I was in this like hustle mindset where I was a business operator and the business couldn't function without my presence. Right now, I could leave for Europe 3 months, come back, and my business is still going to be making me money. Okay. It is a fully passive income stream because now I have employees and I'm continuing to expand. But what I'm trying to tell you is that once you hit that figure, nothing's really going to change, or it's not going to change as much as you think it's going to change, because the life that you actually want is what you should be focused on, not just hitting some number. You have all these calculations that, okay, if I have this much money, I could comfortably retire. But what are you going to do? Are you going to play golf all day if you have $10 million to your name? Like, that is some things that nobody is discussing, and I'm here to tell you that you need to make that transition and that distinction, that financial freedom isn't what everybody think it is. And I hope that I could shed some light, because again, I'm young, I'm 23 years old, and I hope this is more relatable, because most people aren't going to retire until their 60s. Some people are chasing early retirement in their mid 30s or early 40s. Like, I'm at the point right now where I could retire if I want to, because I've built a really successful company. And I'm telling you guys from firsthand experience, Don't buy into it thinking that once you hit some net worth goal that you could just stop doing and you hit financial freedom and your life is finished. Like, that's not how it is at all. And if you learned something from this video, I invite you guys to subscribe to the page, watch some of my other videos, learn from my mindset, learn from someone who's actually doing the things that a lot of people dream of doing, and you might change your life for the better. Till the next one, you guys.